JD the Bonfire.
Good evening, degenerates. Travis, you're killing me. Absolutely killing me. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up? Ash, glad you fellas could join us. I'm trying something new with the chat. So I've got some stuff I'm gonna try to accomplish here. Oh, it's not big enough. That's not right. I'm trying to get where I can feature some of the chats. So I'm going to try and make an adjustment to this. Oh, that's not happy at all. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to work this out. Gonna keep on messing with it. Keep on messing with it. Give me another comment, fellas. Anyone, doesn't matter. Trying to get this worked out. Let's see. And glad you got that work. Man, why is that just not quite doing it? It's not quite doing it. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. It's pissing me off. Got me angry. You know, I could probably put this over here. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this fixed. We're gonna get this fixed up. So I'm starting to kind of just make the chats disappear. I don't know if it could be cropped or not, to tell you the truth. Could it be how it's cropped? Yeah, so looks like no, it's not that there's a specific size of that the chat is supposed to be. And the problem is I didn't know that because I couldn't test this until I got ready to actually stream. I probably could have started this like a private chat with somebody or something and gotten this going, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll get her figured out, man. We'll get her figured out. You know, I wonder if making it a little longer. Trial and error. That's the way I do things. That's the way I do things. So look, it appears. Yeah. Wonder why that's so. Well. Oh, I can resize it. That's what the issue is. So there we go. We'll call that for now. No, I'm not. So what the deal is the comments in the chat only stay up for about 30 seconds on the left-hand side of the screen. If I go in and click on a comment, it'll actually feature it. If I click it in this, see, that's the thing is like, I can't, somehow or another, I'm going to have to figure out how to make those size where it goes across the entire bottom of the screen. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish that particular thing, honestly, because it's very, let's see. Oh, we really messed that up. No. Can't do that. Click this one. So I click it. So look at that one. Now the problem is when I click the second one, right, it clips off your name, which irks me. And I think it has more to do with how close to the bottom it is. But what I can do is make it a little taller and then slide it down on the screen a touch. And then we'll see. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We'll get this worked out. I've got nothing better to do with my time than sit here and screw with this, honestly. Yeah, it's because there's a couple of lines of text, and what it's doing is just going to crop that off. But you know what I could do. All right, let's try it. Now for something completely different. Let's see. Interesting. Oh, Lord. No, we didn't want to do that. What did I do? What have I done? I've screwed it up. Ooh. Ew. Now I've got it all messed up. Who knows? We'll get her all figured out. Give me another chat there, y'all. I may have messed it all up. And I know that there's a significant delay between the time I say something and the time you actually hear it. Short one. So we're not getting enough of a... See, there's a short one and then a bunch of random nonsense. So it's the multiple line one that's got it all messed up. It's... You know what? I wonder if I can make this... Weird. I wonder if I can make this go to where it's at the bottom of the screen no matter what. This is a very interesting thing to me. I have done absolutely nothing with the features, and I don't know why it's doing that. But you know what? It's fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, see, look at it. If it would be different if I can make it go... If I could make it go to the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I sat here and let my cigar go out. But this is mostly for at some point in the future, perhaps, maybe, perchance, I get to a point where I can do like super chats and stuff. But I may be I may be forced to quit screwing around with it. Um, not really getting enough of the chat. So the problem is that over here on the chat, with if there's not enough people talking, so they'll pop up and they're kind of faded off the screen. If there's not enough people talking, what's going to happen is they'll just sit up there and kind of be blurred a little bit, and then they'll drop off after about 30 seconds. So because the problem is like people stop talking, and I know it's a temporary issue, but people stop talking, especially on these Thursday night streams. If nobody's talking, then I've got a dead chat sitting on the screen. And I would rather not have that happen. What I would rather have is it just disappears, and then nobody can see it, and it's not a problem. And I don't have to remember to turn it on and off, because it's a problem. If somebody says something, it won't come up. We're all learning. It's a learning process here. Get it figured out. We will get this figured out. I wonder why it won't you have your break in 7 minutes. Well, that's cool. What's really funny is I'll have to look up the CSS to make that work. I have Grok open. Grok will tell me. Grok knows all. An object bottom align. We shall see. Saw my order. Now, yeah, and that's pretty cool. I'm really happy that finally came through. I'm gonna have to fix that thing where it fades in from the top. That's annoying. If you're not having enough people talk, you can't see what the person said. That's just a pain in the butt. We'll get there though. Now for something completely different. All right, give me another one. We're gonna try this. We're gonna see if this works. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna quit screwing around with it, and I'm just not gonna screw around with the chat anymore. It's okay. I've got multiple things I can talk about uh, that doesn't require me to mess around with this. Um, let's see, short one. Damn it, that didn't work. Yeah, that's the problem. It does it anyway. I wonder what that's about. Yep. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I'm gonna turn off the feature chat. I don't care. I'm gonna quit messing with it. I got other things to do. It's stupid. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good, man. So, to get on with today's lovely episode. So, I was talking to a homeboy over at Patch Ops, and I know I talk about this every stream, but this housekeeping stuff, it needs to happen. Gotta take care of things, right? Uh, Dude went out on a limb, and fronted the whole thing. So I've got these, right? The violet ventricles. I got a spare. I have the one in the back here. Actually, it's on this side on the shoe, but I had an extra, and thought I'd bring it out here and show you guys. Um, this is it's a lot more brassy looking than than it looks in the picture on the website, but the deal is a guy went out on a limb for me and made these, and they're not being bought up, and he hasn't broken even yet, and I feel somewhat responsible because he just took a chance and went out there and made them. I'm going to link this on the website. I haven't done my due diligence. I haven't put a link on forcedvalor.com, but they do have them up on patchops.com. And all you got to do is go on their website, patchops.com, and do a search for Brandon Herrera or Violet or Ventricle, any of the words in that title, and it'll bring it up here. I would love nothing more than for him to get to a point where he's at least broken even on this. I really would. I mean, that's it was I mean, that's what business is about. It's about risk, but I'd love nothing more for him than for him to get to a point where he can break even and make his money back on this. It'll probably be something that eventually may catch on, but sometimes things take time. So there's that. I do need to go ahead and put up a link on the website so anybody who visits the website can see that. It's not the end of the world to me, but and I'm sure it's not the end of the world to him either. I mean, the guy's got a pretty successful business going there. So yeah. I hate it when people do that. Love it. Absolutely love it. You know what? Go away. I hate to have to ban people, but don't spam my stream. It just pisses me off to no end. Yeah. Some dumbass decided they wanted to come into my chat and spam my stream with their stupid shit. It happens all the time on Kick. It's all I have to do is hop over and click a couple of things and gone they are. I got a couple things I got to check on real quick. Yep, that's working. Huh, interesting. It's saying that the lag on this, I doubt was an actual, no, that wasn't an actual person, but the lag on the YouTubes is like 7 seconds, and I don't believe that for a minute, not 1 minute. Onward and upward. We shan't linger. So this week's Forced Valor episode is YouTube is like 30. Yeah, I know. Got our Island Inferno. Did you see the special guest for this week? Did you? Come on. I made it easy. You can't say you didn't see it this time. It was an easy one. So yeah, the last one was kind of The last one's kinda hard. I'm trying to decide if I want to, because nobody watched the last one. I only had, like, 125 views or something like that on the last one. It was awful, absolutely awful, and, I'm just not being quite, no, yeah, well, it's in there. You just probably won't catch it because I went a little bit too young on who it was, and even if you saw it and it's like, "Oh, I bet that's them," you wouldn't know who it was, right? So, yeah, yeah, it is. It's yeah. Sorry. Most most sorry. Today's episode is brought to you by the Fueled by Luck and Absurdity shirt. You click the merchandise link up here on our header, and it'll take you over to our merchandise site. This is a shirt I'm wearing today. This is one of my favorite shirts. It is. I wear this thing constantly. It's one of my favorite not black shirts. So I don't I do rep my own merch. I'm just like I guess old donut or Nick. Well, I'm not gonna tell you. But yeah, I'm like Nick. I'm gonna rep my own merch. And so if I don't, if who's gonna do it if I don't? This is gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be one of those nights when I have all these cigars that aren't staying lit. Oh God. Yeah. It's okay. I have a good lighter. So I'll relight, and I think my lighter's running out of fluid, which is no big deal. I've got more. But I'm so glad that you find enjoyment in my middle. The shade and fruit. The the fade in on the chat is going to drive me absolutely insane. And I don't know why. Love how you saw my comment and then you were like, "Yeah, I'm not going to read that out loud." It is whatever. I, you know what? I've I've got to figure out how to make that I gotta figure out how to make that not do that, because it's driving me crazy. Yeah, well, you are a crazy person, man. Um, you have to be to sit and watch me do this. See, what you just got to do is you got to comment enough to where your comments are visible on the screen. Yeah, I'll get her figured out. I'll get her figured out. It's all right. That's what I gotta mess with stuff. I can't stop myself with screwing around with things, and I don't know why, but I cannot for the life of me find the setting where the where the fade in, fade out thing is. It's font styling, visibility, text to speech. I don't have that. Mechanics. Huh. Yeah. Hmm. Ah, there we go. Bam. All right, I'm going to fix this. Give me one moment. This is going to drive me absolutely... No, not this one. It's driving me up a wall. All right, lock you down. All right, give me another one. Give me another one. Just anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Well, it does matter. Don't put something in there that's going to get, get anybody in trouble. There we go. That's what I wanted. Having it fade off the screen on the chat. Oh my God, that was driving me insane. All right, so I've got that one figured out. And let's see. Styling. I'm going to do it. I had to have the ha-has to make it lengthier. Yeah. Hold on. Man, that's ticking me off. Oh, look at you. I'm going to... Did that not work? Why can't I? Oh, it won't let me do that. I think it's because they've got emojis. It won't let me highlight those. I will figure this stuff out eventually. I will. Oh, I've got it all jacked. Oh, I turned the featured chat off. That's what it was. See, it clips it off, and I don't know why. I find that annoying. Interesting. Interesting. Now it's stuck. Yeah, if you want a featured chat, keep it to one line. Well, if you don't want your emoji or your avatar clipped and your name and all that. Yeah, see? One line, see? One line. Look at that. Look at that. It works. Oh, I think that's weird how it doesn't allow a multi-line. It just kind of... What's really annoying is it says align comment to top. And that's... Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that. And why is it taking so long for it to go away? Ah, let's try that. All right, now for something completely different. All right, duration time setting. Yeah, there's a duration. So I got it aligned right, and it's aligned top. Give me a two-liner. Wait, I've got one. Why is that doing that? Because I've got plenty of space. Plenty of space. I'll get her figured out. That is very strange. Yeah, I don't remember how much time I had on that, but It is better. It's getting there. See, that's nice. That's not bad at all. The is it, I don't know why it's cutting off the two liners. I'll find that one. I'll figure it out. Don't get me wrong. I will. So onward and upward. We're gonna call that one good. I don't know why I have that. I think I have that up for almost like a full minute. Um, so I can actually sweep those up, strangely enough. Weird. All right. So you remember we're going to start this mess. Remember the other night I was talking about um, the other night I was talking about the young lady who was assaulted at the school over in San Antonio public school. And again, lovely X decided it wanted to crap out on me, so I'm having to scroll through all of the stuff. But if you look, hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. If um, you look on my feed, I did a short on it, and I actually featured a GoFundMe link. Her mom is who has a GoFundMe to try and raise money to do several things. Not the least of which is pay for, like, I think she's had her glasses broken, her phone was taken, or broken or whatever. But I've shared it a couple times. I think I shared it again today, and they're very close to their goal of $22,000, trying to pay for hospital bills and everything. Um, if you look on my profile, I posted this today. Anybody can do anything to help out with this. I'd appreciate it. I'm kind of not gonna press on it too hard right now because there's a few people looking into it that hopefully will be able to do a lot more than I can do. So we shall see. I want to try. What is that? Oh, that goes to the bottom. All right, we'll try that. We'll turn that on to see what's up with that. Because I think the problem is that I've got some of my stuff scrolling off the top of the screen. But anybody can do anything to help out with that. If you can't donate, I understand. Please share. So I posted that on X. So what a good topic. No, someone to talk about, but it's a popular. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. And I don't know if I want to talk about that. I don't. I don't know what if I want to touch that one with a 10-foot pole. Um, yeah. So what I will say, and without going into any further detail, what I will say is, if you're going to go around and be a racist for no particular reason, you should expect to get punched in the mouth for whatever reason. Just be expecting it. I man, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything more. I'm a little annoyed that that X has decided it wants me to have to reload all the damn browser tabs. But you know what? That's fine. So dig this. So one of the things I want to do that's different is I'm going to save the current events, the weird off the wall current events list that I do, the stupid current events, uh, and the lame history segment. I think I'm going to do those on Saturdays. and then just kind of do whatever I found through the week. Yeah, I bumped my mic arm, but I'm gonna do whatever I found through the week on Thursdays to kind of go through things. I take suggestions. If you want me to consider um, covering something on that, tag me on X in the comments, and I'll go take a look at it. And I will say who shared it with me. I'll give you credit for sharing it with me if I do cover it. Um, but I think that's what I'm going to do for now because it I don't want to be too repetitive and doing a lot of a lot of different stuff that's going on. eh, that's I think that's a little bit more interesting. Some of the things that I'm scrolling through X through my news feeds and stuff, and I find something, I bookmark it, and then I come back in later and I'll cover it. And if it's something that's noteworthy, you'll get to see it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but did you see this bullshit? Um, Down around Mobile, Alabama, apparently some diver or doing routine maintenance down at this reservoir dam in Mobile, Alabama, they found what appears to be an IED. Now, I don't know what a grenade type bomb is, but they did call in several people, and they pulled it and they detonated it. So there's that. It was down at the base, down in the water by the bomb. It's going to be one of those days, down in the water by the dam, and I'm not I'm not going to say that this was an attempted terrorist attack or anything like that because I'm not going to be a panicking, but it did happen, and but I, to the best of my knowledge, um, it could have been somebody. It could have been some dumbass just trying to prove a point or something. But anyway, yeah. Well, I mean, anybody can put anything in the water. They roll up in a boat, roll up, but they pull up in a boat and throw something in there. I don't know if that dam has a road across the top of it. If it does, um, you could probably go across that. So I don't know. I do know that that would probably be very catastrophic if if that were to have detonated and actually caused an actual issue there. I don't know if that would have been big enough to actually hurt the dam or anything. Uh, yeah, it could also be that. It could be somebody made something and is like, if I get caught with this, I'm going to prison for a long time, and decided to just chuck it off the boat into the water or whatever. So, did you guys see this dumbass from Washington who threw a rock at this monk seal? Now, monk seals are endangered. It's a Hawaiian thing, and he didn't hit the seal. Um, there's there's video of this guy apparently took a pretty decent beating from a local, but he was not only took a beating for having done it, um, but he's been arrested as of yesterday and faces up to a year in prison per count on all the counts that he had, plus a bunch of fines. So yeah, fuck that guy in particular. Why are you gonna just be mean to animals for nothing? Which guy? What do you mean, which guy? This guy in the which guy? Threw the rock and stumbled pretty hard. He's probably drunk on vacation. No, the person who threw the rock caught the charges and a beatdown. That's what happened. So I don't have the video of the beating. It is on the webs. But this right here is another one of those things that's stupid. Um, so yeah. So dig this. New York Police Department posted this. Did you guys see this? Of crushing the illegal mopeds and scooters that they've taken off the street. I don't know how they're illegal. I mean, what makes them illegal? But you got mash them together because that's how badass they are. Stupid. I hate it. I mean, I don't know how many of those are actually worth a shit, but this is one of those things that it drives me crazy when people just destroy perfectly functioning things because they can. We seize that, sell them. New York is not doing that great financially. You couldn't sell them out of state. I mean, if they have clean, if they're clean title, you can sell them on salvage titles. It just ran them over. I haven't figured out what makes them dangerous or legal yet, but everything's dangerous apparently. New York. I don't know how people live there. I really don't. In other news, this is funny right here. Oh, so scalper type person would 100% buy a bunch of them at a discount. Absolutely. And have them shipped to California and sell them there, right? No, I don't want to talk about the Odyssey. I'm not even gonna get started on that crap. I'm really not. Did you guys see this?
Walmart sent me one noodle in each box. Every one of those is one noodle. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Bro, like, what are my neighbors gonna think?
Ordered like 160 noodles.
Look, we're halfway
and
unloaded.
every single one of them came in a separate box.
This is insane. And poor Ian, he just happened to be here. Look at him.
That's a wasteful. I hope somebody got fired over that. I really do. I hope Walmart finds out who packed that order, and if he didn't order them all separately, then they don't need to be separated by. I mean, you could have probably put 2 or 3 of them in the box. Look at all that cardboard, all that. Look, it's just piles and piles and piles of boxes. And the bad thing is if they had packed them in the boxes that they come in to Walmart, it would have taken a lot less space. The company that sends those out to Walmart, that ships them, they put them in a big box, a long box. There's probably some computer that told them how to do it, and they have to do it the way the computer says. Yeah, I'm sure that's probably the case. And of course they're like, oh, I have to do it like I'm told or I'll get in trouble. That's probably the out. Hope they're shamed. Hope they're shamed. Come on. So I know you all saw the misty gentleman that would palette would have been a better idea. The misty gentleman, the 41-year-old man who walked onto the runway and got in front of a Frontier plane, which put him through the right engine, I'm pretty sure, and turned him into a pretty pink mist. Well, this is a guy. This Michael Mott, his most recent arrest was just a month ago, or a month before he got on there. He's been arrested for attempted murder and pled it down and all kinds of stuff. He was already, as soon as he got out of prison, he started committing more crimes. And yeah, that's an interesting little thing there. If you haven't seen this, watch him. He just kind of wanders out here, and then this is in slow-mo, by the way. Poof, gone. Yeah, turned his ass into a contrail, right? What a dumbass. I'm pretty certain he probably did that shit on purpose. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy. Well, kudos to him for accomplishing what he wanted to do, but I'll tell you that could have turned out to be really, really bad for the people on that plane if that engine had decided it wanted to completely come apart. So oh no, I'm certain it was intentional. I'm certain it was intentional. There's no doubt in my mind that he didn't walk out onto that thing knowing full well he was probably going to get struck by a plane. So look at the gobs and bits it leaves on the tarmac. It's like little bits. It's like he goes. This is the slow-mo really gets it. Look, these little bits and stuff on the on the runway. Oh, yeah, and I'm sure. Well, it was at night. I'm pretty certain. So hopefully nobody saw that. You didn't mean to post it. Yes, you did. The AC stare. You totally meant to. Lies. I swear I'm going to get through this cigar. I promise I'm going to. I'm going to make it a point to do so. And if anybody is doing anything fun like hitting the like button or anything on let me slide this up. Come on. Slide up out the way, you. Yeah, I've got some problems here. I don't think that I don't know if X is doing its thing or not. My social stream, let's see. Yeah, that broadcast is ended. Close. I've got it all jacked up. Damn. Let's try this again. Interesting. Well, let's see. I don't think we're getting any X chats. I may have to kill this and completely come back into it again. But we'll take a look and see. Come on, you can do it. Yep, nope, not getting it. Not getting it. Ain't that a pain in the butt? All right, that's okay. That's okay. What the holy hell? What is this? Oh, okay. I got you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this dashboard and I'm going to kill this. We're going to kill this social stream. I have learned a valuable lesson. Learned a very valuable lesson today. Nick with the big yellow hat. Yes, I understand. So I'm going to restart my social stream and we're going to see if, so I've got the, all right. Yep. So I did something out of order. I didn't do what I should have done with my social stream plugin. So like an idiot, I decided that I wanted to, there we go, testing. I decided that I wanted to start things out of order like a moron. And when I did that, it screwed everything all up. But that's okay. I think I've got it fixed now. Don't go. I've got the checklist in a certain order on purpose for a reason. I don't know. We'll get it. We'll get it. I love trying new things. I really do. But we've got X going now. Where'd you go, Ash? Did you go to the gym or something? I don't know where you're at. You seem to have disappeared on me. Oh, you're still here. Just making sure you're being quiet. Do you have a great day at work today? Didn't see too much out of you. So either you had a horrible day and just didn't say anything about it, or you had a great day and you don't want anybody to know. Do you have to change any tires today? Oh wait, no, you did say something because you were complaining about people not clocking the dual rims together so that you can get to the valve stem. Yeah, I remember. Days kind of run together. Yep, they run together. It's okay. It's all right. Oh, well, you don't want them all to be too exciting. I mean, it would drive me up a wall. It really, really would. Okay, now I don't know if you guys have seen this, but let me get this. Let me get this all queued up here. Now, so I'll set the scene for you. Kids at a little league game, and parents are being assholes in the stands, right? The umpire gets tired of it because they're arguing balls and strikes. He's calling the game and they're arguing with him, yelling and stuff. And he gets tired of it. Now, watch what happens and tell me what you think.
You want to know what I just told him? If you don't,
we already heard you.
I'm gonna forfeit the team.
We're
So
done.
shut up.
We're done.
Okay.
We're done.
Game's over.
Okay. Have a boy, huh? Feel better?
Called the game.
I feel fine. You feel okay?
I feel great.
You're in a game for your kid. For what?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you want to argue balls and strikes in a little
We
league
didn't argue
game?
balls and
Come
strikes.
on.
He walked up like a man to you.
And this guy's a firefighter who protects your neighborhood.
You want to know what I just told him?
Yep.
If you don't,
We
You
already
heard it.
you.
I'm gonna
You heard it
forfeit the
right.
team.
Karen,
Shut up.
at the end,
Game's
and this guy's a firefighter that protects your neighborhood. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. Both of y'all need to shut the hell up. I will tell you that the worst thing in the world about doing anything with kids' sports is the parents. The absolute worst. They ruin everything. That's why closed practices are a thing. I mean, I swear that I've coached. I used to coach a youth shooting sports team. And the worst thing in the world was, you try to run a, doesn't matter and it sounds like a threat. Yes, it does. So the worst thing in the world is you go to a practice and you want to have, so dad's like, yeah, I shot expert in the Army. So yeah, that really, no, the guy wasn't an ass. That was the ump. The ump was just tired of their shit. The woman was yelling, saying that the umpire was a firefighter, and I guess that means that because he ended the game, that he's somehow or another not qualified or deserving of his job. She just wanted to yell that out to like out him, right? So, but listen, if you're a parent and you have a kid playing on a team, and if you weren't asked for your input, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear it. The people who are there, it's probably one set of parents, and every single time that they go to a game, they do this. Every single time. I guarantee you this is not the first time, and it probably won't be the last. What they need to do is ban their asses from the field for the rest of the season and let the kids play ball and have a good time. Drives me crazy. Anybody who's ever, this is why people also won't volunteer. That guy who's umpiring that game is not getting paid for that, probably. He's probably volunteering his time to do that. And if he does get paid, it's not enough. Yeah. Oh, instead, somebody walked up to him like a man. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, more of that altercation is probably a deserved, to see some more of that stupidity. All right, now I'm assuming that this is this, so this is a dash cam. I'm assuming that it's not staged, and this is going to really get on your nerves, right? If you haven't seen this. But there was a couple who were coming home from a camping trip, and probably didn't do too much good sleeping. Oh yeah. I know about that one too. I think getting off on that would be a I'll chase that squirrel in a little while. Anyway, these folks were this couple was on their way back from camping trip, and she was already out cold, and I guess the husband or the boyfriend was driving, and he nodded off. And so let's just take a look at what happens, and you're going to enjoy this because the reaction from the female in this, just watch.
Baby, we're okay.
Jeez. What the hell was all that about? It was already over with by the time she started freaking out. What the I would have probably had to come apart if I was the guy that's driving. I mean, yeah, it's bad that he fell asleep. I bet he doesn't do that again for the rest of the trip for sure. But the wigging out after it was all said and done was absolutely unnecessary. Oh, couple on their way back from a camping trip. His lifters on his truck started failing. Yeah. I don't mm-mm. I don't understand that. I guess it's just a guy thing. I don't understand why, as a man, why she would react that way. It's like, now I've been in some situations. I worked in an industrial environment for a long time, and I was running a piece of equipment, and had a coworker call me on the radio and tell me they were going to be in an area where the equipment that I was running output the material to. And I recognized, and I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And he walked into the area, and I'm on autopilot and absent-mindedly flipped the switch to allow the material to go into the area where he was standing. And he just got out of the way. It was no big deal. He just sidestepped and got out of the way. And I had to get off the piece of equipment and have somebody take over for me. As a matter of fact, he came in and took over for me because I couldn't hold still. My hand was just shaking, and it messed me up because I almost squashed the guy. And that's different though. I mean, it's one thing. I've been in a lot of situations like what you're saying is like, there's been plenty of times where I almost died, and it was just like me. I was fine. Um, and maybe you're right. Maybe she's never experienced something like that before, and she's losing her mind because that's the first time. And that could be it. Um, all of us, most of us as younger men have done significantly dumber things than just accidentally falling asleep. So, and I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I had a buddy of mine who I worked with for a long time who has, I don't know if I'm sure he didn't come up with this philosophy on things, but he's like, as a young man, when you're a teenager, your attitude on things is, I'm never going to die. I'm going to live forever. Nothing's ever going to hurt me. I'm invincible. I'm immortal. And then you get a little older and you're like, you may know some people who have lost their lives and stuff. When I was a teenager, we had a real bad rash in the town I'm from of kids dying in wrecks. I mean, high school kids, whole car full just die. Um, but we've had that happen, and so you get to a point in your life where it's like, man, some of those things I did, I could have died, and then you get to a little older age, and it's usually about your mid-20s when you come to the realization that dying ain't the worst thing that can happen to you, right? So, and I don't know, you, I don't, so they're not disappearing off the chat stream in here. Going have had near-death experiences from something dumb or whatever, whereas women don't particularly put themselves in those types of situations. And then, I don't know, that's it. But yeah, it popped up on screen. I don't know why it didn't show. I don't know. I was watching and I kind of saw it and wasn't paying attention to it. But it's one of those things I don't know. But dying ain't the worst. You can get mangled up, and yeah. Chat has it deleted, but it popped. Oh, I already saw that. So did you see the hikers thing? Where I had to say something about this. So there was a couple of people who have been attacked. One death for sure, by bears. I think there was two people were attacked in Yellowstone, and I cannot for the life of me remember where the other one was. All right. Yes, I made some good friends with that one. That one went over well. And I was like, were these women? I bet they wish they'd just happened upon some random guy instead of those bears. Yeah, it went over real well. But you know what? People are like, "Oh, you're still mad about this." I'm not mad about it. I just think it's stupid. Yeah, the lag is going to be great today. I don't know why. I don't seem to be having any issues on my end, but oh, yeah, I commented on the original and then also shared it, but I I don't know that there were any men mad um about the whole bear versus man thing. My own daughter said stuff on that it her friends, there's so many people, and they're like, "Oh, the worst thing that could happen is the bear kills you." No, it's not. The worst thing that can happen, and like I was talking about a minute ago, is not dying. That's not the worst thing that can happen to you. And they're all like, "Well, the bear's not gonna, sexually assault you and then gaslight you over it and do this and do that." And it's like, no, but you could be mangled up and mutilated and walk around with that the rest of your life. And the bear doesn't give a shit because it thinks you're playing a game. Beautiful. No logic. No logic is in these people at all. But that is the definite end of all my bookmarks. Oh man. Mm-mm. No, people really just don't. They just want to say, they want everybody to hear what they have to say because everybody thinks that their opinion is valid and important and good, and they aren't. Including mine. The majority of people's opinions are stupid and probably should be kept to themselves. And no doubt on accountability. That's the thing. That's the thing that we're learning about with this situation with uh God, I always want to call him Chode, old Chode the builder. But there's a lot of accountability happening in that situation. And whether you think any of that was justified or not is doesn't even play into the issue. Um, we don't live in a world anymore where people, especially where people are in person, we live in a place where people just expect to be able to do whatever they want whenever they want and get away with it because, well, I mean, you just don't hit people for saying a word. No, you shouldn't punch somebody for saying a word. I like to consider myself unoffendable. uh People have called me every name possible, in every combination of possibility. I don't care. They can talk about me. They can talk about my parents, my dog, my wife, my children. You say something to my wife or my children, that's a completely different thing. But if you say, something bad about my wife, whatever, people, it's like the mind over matter thing. I don't mind because you don't matter. It's like people whose opinion is, if you don't respect them, don't. What do you give a shit? Why are you giving them power? Right? Don't. And that's what you're doing. You're letting yourself get emotionally distressed, angry, or whatever because somebody said something mean. It's the Gen Xer in me, I guess. I don't know. Sticks and stones, all that. But yeah, we also realize that you know people my age and older is like you go up, you screw with somebody, you could you could get popped in the mouth for it, and that's just the way it is. And there have been several people that said people have gotten too comfortable with saying some out of pocket shit and not getting smacked for it. I think I think if you're going to go around making videos of you doing uh, reprehensible shit just for the clicks, and it's not just this guy. This is a trend that has been going on for a while. We had the oh man, what's the Somali guy that was his name? Um, Somebody help me out here. But he's caught it before too. Um, Man, why can't I remember his name? Anyway, you got kids that are going out. Johnny Somali. There you go. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. My brain never works when I need it to. But you've also got kids that are going out. You've seen the video of the guy on the bicycle riding a wheelie and he darts in real close to people and th- stop it. That guy's going to get it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he's in jail in Korea for sure, and he's going to be in jail for a long time. But you got people. It's just like the thing where the guy would dress up like a clown and have an axe and like start stalking at people. That's that's just a good way to get yourself messed up. And people don't give any thought to how situations like that might progress past, ooh, I'm scared. Scaring people is a good way to get yourself hurt. Um, you know, just like, you don't corner an animal, you they'll lash out to survive. So yeah, that's a very good way to get yourself murked for sure. So I don't even think that that's a hot take. I mean, just don't go around screwing with people and videoing it. Oh, my absolute favorite thing is people getting on live stream and then videoing themselves committing crimes, and then they expect to not get held accountable for it. There was a video of supposedly I'm not sure if it was real or not, but supposedly there was a Walmart manager, or not Walmart, McDonald's manager who was putting the French fries in their mouth and then sticking them in the container to supposedly give to customers. That could have been staged too. They could have been just wasting a few French fries and then throwing them away. It doesn't necessarily mean they were handing them out to customers, but the premise was that it was implied. So I'm going to go on and say this. Don't eat at McDonald's. I mean, that's just a bad plan. I don't care. I I don't even know if I want to go into this right here, but got this. This is one that's gonna this one's gonna make you mad, right? Fucking Canadians, I swear. So apparently, a Quebec physician has formally suggested that assisted suicide for infants, right, that should be okay. Uh, they're also pushing to expand MAID to mature minors, which are still children, where the doctor decides if the kid can consent to their own death. What? Why? But you got this. I'm not going to play it because I'm not giving airtime to this tool. But doing this press conference where they're talking about, making this happen, and what the holy hell? Yeah, mature. It is a gross term. It is a gross. There's no such thing as a mature minor. They're minors for a reason. There's a reason we have legal cutoffs. Now, if you want to argue about where that cutoff should be, like I'm not a big fan of the fact that they call someone an adult at 18 for everything except for like buying alcohol and cigarettes. It's like, okay, well, if they're an adult at 18, they're an adult at 18. If they're not until they're 21, it's like the waiting period for guns. If if they're an adult at 18, that's that, right? And if they're not, change it. I don't know. I mean, there's the age may be arbitrary. It may be, but it's there, and you can't just arbitrarily consider some people an adult and others not. Um, I'm not a real big fan of the age of consent laws being all over the place. I think it's 16 in Arkansas, but I think there's also a thing we don't have statutory here in the state of Arkansas. They look at the difference in the ages. So if you got somebody who's like my age and somebody who's like a teenager, obviously that's not, I mean, I think it's not right. But if they have somebody who's like 19 and a 16-year-old, well, the person who's 19 may have been dating them for 2 years, right? Or whatever. And so it's that I think they call it like the Romeo and Juliet thing. But they look at the difference in age between the two people, and if obviously there's a position of power between like the power dynamics. Like if you got a young 20-something not teenager, but a young 20-something teacher and a high school student, obviously there's a power dynamic there. You can't have that. So, um, oh, have you seen what's the rash of all these female teachers having sex with students again? What is it? I thought this was something that went away for a while and now it's all over the place again. And it's like I don't get, it's got to be a power thing because a lot of these women are attractive. You know that they could get men or maybe have boyfriends or whatever, and they're messing around with students. I, mm, but yeah, the we've got firing squads coming back to your public executions comment. But yeah, that I'm I'm not gonna get too not gonna hang around too long on the Canadian thing because you know I'm not a big fan of when Canadians decide that they want to butt into our politics and whatnot, but mess with kids, man. I want the Alberta thing's a little bit stupid. I know that you guys have seen that. I made a comment on that as well. It's like Alberta got their petition to separate from Canada denied. Uh, why they think that they can go through the legal process with Canada. It's like somebody didn't pay attention to history. Um, yeah, we petitioned King George and tried to go through that, and it didn't work. And you know what we did? We just declared independence and said, "Come at me, bro." That's how that's supposed to work, Canadians. People from Alberta, declare that you're independent from Canada and tell them to pound sand. Yeah, it was because they didn't talk to the indigenous people about it prior to doing it. Um, yeah, that's dumb. They can just declare it. I North America's Europe is what that is. I don't. Oh, Canada. Hmm. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, and I think Alberta is really, really nice too. I've never been there, honestly. I've been to Canada a few times, but it's over. They need to 1776 it. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You know, uh, the year of the 250th anniversary of our independence, sounds like a great time to do that, right? Just declare it. We're independent. I think they should do it on July 4th. Wouldn't that be cool if Alberta decided on July 4th that they were going to declare their independence from Canada? Do it. They're missing a prime opportunity if they don't. They really are. Man. Man. What the Lake Louise, I don't want to look at it because it'll make me sad. But if they do decide that they want to separate, I will go and probably go up there and give them a visit, especially if they get rid of the stupid gun laws. I think that would be a legitimate thing. It's like go up there, just like declare independence, and then get rid of the dumb gun laws, and just be free, man. What's up with the Tavor? Every gun person has at least one purchase they regret. I didn't. I love the Tavor. Moraine, Moraine. Are you saying O or Ohio? Because we weren't talking about Ohio. Oh, that's the lake. I don't know. Somebody's hating on the Tavor. Some people just don't like bullpups. I don't know. Ronnie, what's your hate of the Tavor? They are a little uncomfortable to shoot. I will say that. Need it. They can't all be winners, man. But um yeah, that's the one. It's fine. It's fine, man. I did see that talking about that little girl in San Antonio that Eli and Donut, and now JD Delay also has reached out to contact well, I don't think they've all reached out to contact the family, but one of them has, or when Eli was wanting to be put in contact with the family. I'll put it that way. I'm kind of waiting to see what they do with that, if anything. I don't know. If the family's got pending legal action, they may not want too many people screwing around with it. I don't know that they'd have a GoFundMe and some public stuff if they didn't, but some people are interesting about that. But if you just going that was one of your the AU, yeah, I understand about the AUG. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on, and I was looking at my browser over here, and it's okay. It is okay. Thursdays are always a little dull when it comes to these things, because I run through content pretty quick. Um, yeah. So we're currently sitting, we being me, on my personal channel. Uh, Thanks to anybody who might be watching on YouTube. I don't think there is anybody currently watching on YouTube. But sitting at 161 subs on that channel. Very, very happy for anybody who might have subbed in the last 28 days, gained 17 on it. I think that's, respectable, especially for somebody who's starting as slow as I am. I'll tell you that there's, speaking of starting slow, let me see if I can find this. Harvey's. So Harvey's has started streaming. And they got up there, and I believe he was streaming from his phone, because he got a phone call and it killed his stream. But I was kind of I felt a little touched by the fact that he said that my production value was production was high. I don't see. I've got a bunch of junk behind me and some pretty lights. But I appreciate that, and I didn't know that he paid any attention to the stream. But the people who come in here and just hop in and never say anything, I think that's interesting. It's just not a word. But let's see. I will say that it is easier for folks to watch on X than most of the other, because it's just there, it's convenient. But if you hop in, make a comment. JD Delay is supposed to be back on Saturday, so he's been on vacation. He's become a very recent addition to the number of people that I've been communicating with. He's man, it's fine if you're on a call. It's cool. I was telling people on X to comment. I wasn't asking for you to. It's fine. No big deal. You're cool. But JD's unhinged, as if you didn't know that. But hopefully he's going to be back in the saddle. Anybody who has paid attention, Irish Bomb Squad is one of his mods who has been in chat on off of YouTube on several occasions, and was saying that he was going to be joining JD on a stream. I'll be interested to see what happens with that one. But you guys pay attention. Harvey's is going to start trying to, I guess, have a stream. I don't know how regular that's going to be, but I think some not necessarily gun reviews, but maybe some features. I don't know that they can really do that. They can talk about them. I don't know. That's an interesting thing that I don't know too much about. The streaming platforms are kind of stupid when it comes to gun content. I know YouTube has a lot of rules. Hey man, guess what? I don't know what I'm talking about 99% of the time. I've just really started trying to get ahead of this a little bit. So But back to what I was talking about. Love it when I get to chasing a squirrel. 161 on the subscriber count. Over at Forced Valor, we are floundering. Floundering. It's something has changed. The algorithm hates me. One of the things that I think has been an issue is I kind of had a tendency to stray away from. I got too serious, so I'm trying to course correct. Lost a few subs. I've lost about 16, 17 subs in the last couple of weeks. Um, yeah, not real happy about that. Was growing pretty good, and out of the blue, just through the floor. And so there's not a lot of suggestions as far um, as the current video goes. Uh, it's not the end of the world. I mean, usually, strangely enough, they'll kind of just sit there until the weekend comes around. But last week's episode only got 125 views. So, I mean, my, uh, there was only 262 views on the one for trout. Again, that's one of those weird ones. I fully expected that one to go crazy, and it's almost like people just didn't watch it on purpose. So, but he didn't do a video showcasing that either. Now, did he? Not even to talk bad about it. I'm so unimportant. He doesn't even talk shit. I would say he probably doesn't know about it, but I'm sure enough people probably tagged him in it. Especially Ash. Ash is over there. Oh, you didn't even tag the guy. No, should have. It's not too late. I can still do it. But yeah, all of about 42 views on this week's episode. Yep. It's never too late. You know what? It's never too late. You know what? You've mm, I'm gonna do it right now. Go ahead. There, it's done. Now you can share it and whatever. And Travis, you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening over there in uh, sunny California. I don't even know what the weather's like over there. Why I'm looking at my watch, I don't know. But there you go, Ash. There you go. Yeah, I did that too. There. Ah, it's 71 right now. You know what? First of all, you were supposed to leave. Second of all, it's 69 here. Nice. So it's a beautiful, beautiful day today. It was too nice to be at work. I'm going to be on the East Coast next week, over by the ocean, and I was out on the East Coast 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and it was colder than shit. It was only like 60 degrees, Man, damn it all. I was not happy. We ended up going, my work teammate and I ended up going and eating at Poe's. We've talked about this. And I was sitting on the porch and freezing. The back of my head was hurting. I was getting an ice cream headache. Man, fun times. Hopefully it'll be nice this time. I probably ought to look and see what the forecast is going to look like before I pack, because it would have really been nice to have a jacket. Luckily, I wasn't sitting there in shorts. Man, it was uncomfortable. No doubt about it. Universal Leg Day. Did you do legs today, Ash? Did you do a leg day today? I've seen no We Go Gym post. What did you do or not do? Tell me about it. Looks. I don't know. I don't know if the Watsons decided that they are going to start shipping the 250th anniversary watches yet or not. You did not. Thursday, normally a rest day for you. Well, that's weird. Thursdays are Universal Leg Day. Don't you know? I don't. Next day you can make fun of me because I probably won't go to the gym while I'm on the road. I have a tendency to not feel like doing it. It's like got travel days at the front and the back, and a couple days in the middle where I'm just gonna not feel like doing diddly shit because it's a busy time. I spend most of my time preparing to go on the road, trying to get ahead on my content so I don't have to worry about it while I'm on the road. And that's about the extent of what I'm trying to accomplish. I got to get, stuff around the house has got to get done because I'll be gone, yard work and all that good shit. And man, it's a whole production. Sorry, I was distracted. The post, the short for this week's episode has come out. It's got some new tools that I'm trying to mess with, but you won't see that for, well, it'll be week after next. But I've changed the graphic editing application that I use, and I'm using, there's a creator suite that Final Cut comes with, which I use for editing the videos. And it comes with a, Lord, I can't remember what it's called now. What the hell is that? Pixel something or another. But yeah, I've decided I'm going to start trying that one out. I was using GIMP, which is a free graphics manipulation program. I've been using that thing for years. I'm gonna try to use this new one. See if I can. So far it's doing pretty cool. It does some neat stuff. So well, hour and 35. I think I'm going to call it for the night. I appreciate anybody who's chatted, who's come in and made a statement or two. Ash, Travis, who's now gone on to whatever it is. He's probably still at work, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Whoever happened to stop in over on X and not say anything, thank you for stopping by. And to those of you who didn't actually stop by on YouTube, kiss my ass. But yeah, appreciate y'all. And oh Lord, I'm getting people sending me pictures of Blanton's and Weller's antique. Okay, goody for you. But yeah, thanks, Ash, and as always,